Alright, let's dive into something that's got the tech world buzzing. Rumors about Apple's next big move with iPhone displays. Now, personally, I think this is one of those moments where we're seeing Apple potentially push the boundaries of what an iPhone can be. Here's the deal. According to a Chinese leaker known as Digital Chat Station, Apple is prototyping not one, but two new display sizes for next year's iPhone models. One's around 6.4 inches, and the other? A whopping 7 inches. Yeah, you heard that right. 7 inches. What makes this really interesting is that these aren't just incremental upgrades. They're part of Apple's 20th anniversary iPhone lineup, which means they're likely going to be something special. Now, let's break this down. A 6.4-inch screen isn't a massive jump from the current 6.3-inch displays on the iPhone 17 Pro, but it's still a step forward. What many people don't realize is that Apple hasn't increased the size of its premium iPhone displays since the iPhone 16 Pro lineup back in 2024. So, this feels like a return to form, a reminder that Apple isn't afraid to go bigger when it makes sense. But here's where it gets really intriguing: the 7-inch display. If you take a step back and think about it, a 7-inch iPhone is practically tablet territory. I mean, the iPad mini is only slightly larger at 8.3 inches. This raises a deeper question. Is Apple blurring the lines between phones and tablets? Or are they just giving users more screen real estate for multitasking and media consumption? From my perspective, this move could be a strategic play to appeal to power users who want a device that's as versatile as possible. Imagine watching movies, editing photos, or even gaming on a 7-inch iPhone. It could be a game changer. But here's the thing: bigger screens come with trade-offs. Battery life, portability, and one-handed use all become concerns. Personally, I think Apple will need to nail the ergonomics if they want this to work. A detail I find fascinating is the rumored borderless design with curved edges on all four sides. That's not just a cosmetic change, it's a statement. It suggests Apple is going all in on creating a seamless, immersive experience. What this really suggests is that Apple is thinking long-term. They're not just iterating, they're reimagining what an iPhone can be. And let's not forget the other rumored features: under-display Face ID, haptic buttons, a custom image sensor, and a pure silicon battery. If these all come together, we're looking at a device that's not just bigger, but fundamentally different. Now, here's my take. Apple's 20th anniversary iPhone could be a turning point. It's not just about celebrating 2 decades of the iPhone, it's about setting the stage for the next 2 decades. Bigger displays are just the tip of the iceberg. What makes this moment so exciting is the potential for Apple to redefine what a smartphone can do. But here's the question I'm left with: will this be a niche product for power users, or will it set a new standard for all iPhones moving forward? One thing that immediately stands out is how Apple is balancing innovation with tradition. They're keeping the same aspect ratio, which means apps and content will still look familiar, but they're pushing the boundaries of design and functionality. In my opinion, that's the sweet spot, evolving without alienating users. So, what do you think? Are bigger displays the future of iPhones, or is Apple stretching too far? Let me know in the comments. And if you take a step back and think about it, this could be the start of something much bigger. Apple's not just making phones anymore, they're shaping the future of how we interact with technology. Exciting times ahead, folks. Exciting times.